Great day. What's up? Thank you guys for tuning in once again to the Gathering of the Griots podcast, where we bring life to Black writers. We're not playing with you. This is a Soulful Chicago Book Fair all day long. So we have a wonderful show today. Ooh, great treats in store. We're going to be meeting with Brother Ernest Abdullah. What? Bringing you what he bring me. Joy. That's what he do. So before we start, let's go to a little bit about the female solution, because Gathering of the Griots is part of the Female Solution platform. It's the Tuesday morning jam. So anyway, but let's find out about the Female Solution just in case you don't know. Now you're going to know. Don't go nowhere.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
This is the Female Solution. Boop, boop. Gathering of the Griots. Thank you so much, Naima Latif, for giving us this platform to be able to reach out to our people. Now, that's what we're doing. So today I have a wonderful show. Oh, gosh. You ever be around a person that really makes you feel good? Like they always bringing a good vibe to you? That's who this brother is to me. Lately, we've been syncing our colors without even planning it. Oh, love that. But he is bringing his author knowledge and just world knowledge to the table today. Let us welcome my man, my homie, Big E, Ernest Abdullah. How are you, my darling?
Another great day, I tell you.
Uh-oh, another great day. Y'all better recognize. Let me get me a framing I like. So check this out. Ernest is definitely an author. We're gonna get into that, but Ernest is a master musician too. Come on and play a little something to set the tone. Wow. I'm gonna give you the stage to set the tone this morning. Go ahead and play.
Wow. Okay.
He's getting spoiled. That's right. Keep it going. I was getting spoiled. Like, I'm gonna keep here. We're actually gonna bring more of your energy back for the show to play more music. But people don't know. People meet you. I don't even know if they know who they talking to. You know who you talking to? Because he actually not only has written the books that we're going to go over today, but as you can see, he plays. So we're going to get a little more treat in a little more bit. But first of all, let's start off. I think I want to deal with your vibe first. I think I want to just kind of deal with that because you have books that you've written that come out of, and I guess my first question would be, your books, what do you feel they come out of? Why did you start writing? When did you start writing?
Whoa. This was back in the late 60s, around 1969.
Okay.
And I had people in my life then that gave me an impact just by saying a few words. And they made such an impression on me that, I mean, it was lasting because I put it in the book. Mm-hmm. And just for instance, this, not a preacher, but in Al-Islam, it was my religion at the time. Mm-hmm. He was teaching at the pulpit. And he said something like this. He said, when I found out that God said, if you take one step, he'll take 2. He said he decided he's going to break out and run. And I love that so much. And I've been breaking out and running ever since.
Breaking out and running ever since.
Yeah, powerful,
okay.
Powerful.
And what did that mean for you? Like you're breaking out and running. What do you mean? What does that mean?
It took away your hesitation about doing things. And it in fact, it gave you momentum when you thought things weren't working out.
Okay.
That's when you keep going. Because persistence is the key. Persistence is the key. Yeah. Many of us give up before we get to where we want because we think it's not gonna. When you drop a seed, it takes a while for something to come up out the ground.
Right. So it don't just come up as soon as you
keep
put it
watering
in.
Yeah, nice. Just keep watering it. Give it sunlight. Shoot.
What a beautiful analogy. That this brings me to, of course, I was doing my little research on you. Let me find out what you into, and I came up with this piece right here on 7 Steps to Happiness. Now, while I know you did not write this, I felt like it embodied like who you really are. So for instance, what does it say? Talk less and listen more.
Yes.
Frown less, smile more.
Yes.
Think less, feel more.
All right.
Judge less, accept more. Yeah. Watch less, do more. Fear less, love more. Complain less, appreciate more. This right here is how I feel like you think.
Wow.
I feel like this is the energy that you always have.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about this right here and how this embodies how you think in general.
Okay. As a child, my father gave me a set of books. I forget whether it was 8 or 12 books. It was a nice set of books. And I only pick one. Well, no, that one chose me, really.
Okay.
And because I read the others, but this one I got stuck on. And if you looked at the rest of them, they looked new. But the one I was stuck on, it got kind of worn.
Okay.
And there was only one article in there that I really got hooked on. And the title of it was Optimism. And I tell you, that stuck with me, being optimistic. And that's all I know. Things always work out for me. I mean, always work. No matter what kind of difficulty I'm having, things work out. Being optimistic.
I love that. You see, y'all don't know. I'll be in the car with this brother. So let me tell you, it could be somebody driving wild and they turn in front of him and instead of him exuding road rage like I would, he goes, ooh wee, ooh, love you. Oh, I love you. That's what he's saying to the person that's actually driving like a wild maniac around him. Instead of condemning them or cursing and bringing himself to a state of despair, he literally throws out more love and energy to people. And I appreciate that because it sets a whole different tone. So let's talk about your books. Let's talk about your first book. Well, tell me, is this your first book?
No.
What's your first book?
Another Great Day.
I'm going to that, baby. Hold on. We're going for Another Great Day. Another Great Day. Talk about Another Great Day. Because see, if you don't know Ernest, y'all gonna know him after this. When you say to Ernest, hey, what's up, Ernest? He goes, another great day. And if somebody's watching this that knows him, they say, exactly. So talk about that. What inspired you to even start that communication and that idea?
I tell you, back in late 60s, I tell you, I was giving a talk. And I started off saying today is another great day. And I was just inspired to say that. And I said, I don't know about tomorrow, but I know today is another great day. And I've been saying it ever since. And now, another great day is part of, is who I am. Yeah. Well, like, just like Asada said, when you greet me, that's my answer. I got the same imam I told you about, the same preacher I told you about in New Orleans. He called me on the phone one time and he said, brother, he called me Brother Basim. Brother Basim, he said, how you making out? I said, another great day. He said, I know, I just wanted to hear you say it. You know, yeah, because that's me. In fact, this day, great day, is better than the last one.
Say that.
Yes.
Nice. Say that. People need that. I love people say to me stuff like when they ask me how I'm doing, and I say stuff like making things go right, or I'll say something like loving life as usual, and people go, what? They have to backtrack and listen again, and then they go, I want to use that. And I feel like, go, take it.
That's right. That's
Take
right.
it. We got to spread this, more and more, So you wrote this book. This book was this published in the 60s?
No, I didn't publish it till I got to Chicago in 2005.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Got you. So your journey as an author started in 2005.
2000.
Lovely.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice. Now, what was your second work that you brought to the table?
The second one was the one you just held up, the one you first held up. How to
the game of life and how to play it.
Game of life and how to play it. And that one was inspired, wow, by some people in Chicago. This brother who made me start the book. He was on the corner selling cigarettes. Squares, he called them. Yeah. Two squares, and I just shook my head and went past him. I don't smoke. And I just shook my head and went past him. But he was preaching. He was preaching. He said, God got your back. And that kind of stopped me. And he said, God got your back. He said, don't worry about a thing. God got your back. And I turned around and paid attention to him. And we became friends. I talked to him. In fact, I bought him lunch. That about a week later, he was in a restaurant with me, and I bought him lunch. And that was the beginning of my book. In fact, he's in the front portion of my book. I started off with him. How to Win Friends. Now, much of that is Islamic related. At that time, I had been a Christian more than I had been a Muslim. So I got quotes out of the Bible and out of the Quran. And it was all geared toward self-development. I'm always trying to improve me, and if I can, improve others.
Nice, nice. Period. That taking responsibility for self is so key because it's going to set the tone for your relationship with everybody else, And look at Claudette said, look, you got a comment cut off. Claudette said, indeed, it is another great day. All right. Thank you, Claudette. That's right. Because if you know Ernest, you know that is a legit, that's what he says. And you have to, it's almost like you're commanding that for the day. And I think that
yes.
is exemplary. Now, I want to show a video because it kind of encapsulates your courage. We got your books and their message, but y'all don't, I just want to show y'all this because when I saw this, I said, I don't know nobody doing this. So y'all take a look at this vibe right here, how this brother is setting the tone in a whole different way. Watch this. Here we go. hold on, hold on. Got the wrong thing up there, baby. Hold on. Y'all bear with the sister. I thought I had it good, and I didn't have it right. Here, it's coming right now. I promise. Let me share the screen. Let me put both of us up here, and then I'm gonna go to share screen, and that's what we're gonna see. Stop sharing that. All right. Okay, good. Let me go back to this. Y'all gonna get inspired by this. I promise you, because I can't even believe that the man. I can't believe the man did it. I'm like, what? So yeah, let me go back to that, and then share that. Let me see. I think this is why I'm not seeing it. Y'all like, what this girl doing? It's okay. This always happens. I prepare to show a thing, and then when it gets to the thing, it's like, where is it? That's okay. All right, let me share the screen, and then you tell me if y'all can see, if y'all see this black screen. Y'all seeing this black screen right here? Yeah, there we go. All right, now let me play.
Wow.
All right, Ernest, where are we and what are we about to do, my man?
We're at Chicagoland Skydiving Center.
Right?
Huh?
What's about to happen?
I'm about to jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
You think that's a good idea?
Right now. Yes, I trust you.
All right, man. Let's do this. See the people on the ground. All right. What'd you think, Ernest?
I'm telling you, the closer I got to the door, I could feel the fear coming up. And to see Amy hanging outside. But I knew I had to go with it.
Would you do it again?
Go with it. Yes.
All right. Good stuff, man.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
All
Good.
right.
It's so beautiful.
Excellent.
Appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Pleasure's all mine, man.
Whoa, 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 and whoa again. Are you serious? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Like what what? What in the world made you decide to do that?
I tell you, I just woke up one Sunday morning and I said that's what I wanted to do. Got in the car and drove out to the place. Look, that never got out there, and I'm glad I had enough money, and it made me sign some papers, saying if anything happened, they weren't responsible. But sure, and it was fun. It really was, and the view from that height, 14,000 feet.
I mean, come on.
It was. I'm telling you, breathtaking.
Look. Claudette says, she said, "Gee, Ernest, I trust you with my life even more now, seeing your bravery in spite of fear." I'm telling you, he one of the safest drivers I'm ever with. I don't never be worried. But yeah, this is just a testament to. And like, how long ago was that you jumped out of that plane?
That was about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
And
Gotcha.
I did it again 5 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He asked you if you would do it again, and you said yes, you did. Yes, you will do it again. Thank you. How many years have you graced this planet? I love your answer to this. How many years have you been on this planet, Ernest?
Well, for the last 35 years, I've been 50 years old.
Yeah. Come on, for the last 35 years, he's been 50 years old. I love that because that makes you younger than me, right? At 50, I'm 54. But yes, but that energy, we love that big time energy. And I love that you put this in your books. And so this first book was Another Great Day, which is, you're always putting that out there in the universe. Then The Game of Life and How to Play it. It's so interesting how you have other people in the world that have that same mindset, but just this mindset of playing life, and not letting it play you, that's I think important. Now you got another book here, and you could tell me which one was your last one, but I want to bring up this one because I think that what I see is family is important to you, right? And you can let me know if this is something that Where I Am Now. What is this book about?
Wow. It's I don't know if I can make it any plainer. It says where I am in my development of life, where I am now. And those ladies you see, that's my daughter and my granddaughter and first cousin. We were visiting her in New Orleans. That's where I'm from, New Orleans.
Yes.
And it's Where I Am Now, the title. And then it's a question mark after it because it sounds like a question. And then there's an exclamation point because it excites me where I am now.
Okay.
And then there's this ampersand, that and sign means more to come.
Oh, see that? See that? Y'all need to be up on it. That's nice.
Yeah. And if I told you where I am now, I'd have to write another book.
See, because the development continues, right?
Yes,
it continues to happen. Now, when I met you, we were at a event. My girl Janine Ingram, we were at her sunrise event, I believe.
Oh wow!
And then I met you in this yoga class more in depth. But then I knew your sister Joy. I knew her already. And when I found out that was your sister, and this, if y'all don't know who that is, that's this sister in the picture. See with that lie with her mouth up wide next to him. He got on that black hat, and she got her mouth wide open. Yep, that's Joy. That's her vibe. Right? He's also a musician. But I loved that that she was your sister. And I was like, when she told me, I was like, you mean your biological? sister.
No.
She was like, yeah, I even said that to you or to her. But do you think, coming from Louisiana and the culture of Louisiana, because it is a thing, do you think it shaped your writing in any way, or shaped how your ideas form to create what you've written?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes. I tell you, I was blessed to have a mother and a father living with me from birth until, they passed. And both had different concerns with me, but they all were loving concerns. And my father, he taught me, you got to think about 1940. He taught me how to saw with a hand saw. He taught me how to hammer and nail. He taught me how to fix pipes. You had things, paint. You had things you had to do around the house to keep the house up. He was good at that. He also bought me my first basketball and my first glove and mitten for baseball. And he one day we were fixing a pipe under the house, and my friends came by. Ernest, come on. I said, I'm busy right now. And my daddy told me, he said, what they want? I said, they want me to come play baseball with them. He said, well, go ahead. He was not. The theme for the book fair for me was, there's no control in love. And he showed me love. He didn't just try to set things down from a pattern, force me to do things. No control in love.
Talk about that. What does that mean?
Well,
because people have different concepts of control. I think what this is talking about is the control where people are in charge of people unwillingly.
Yes.
Unwillingly, they're going through somebody trying to mandate or dictate what they're doing.
You got it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. My daughter, my favorite, my best lady, she ran away from home when she was young.
Okay.
And it devastated me, it hurt me, And I'm sitting in her room looking at the pictures, and she had a little plaque on her counter, on her dresser. And the plaque said something like this. It said, if you love something, you set it free. And if it comes back to you, it belongs to you. And if it doesn't, it wasn't yours in the beginning. And she came back. But that set me with an understanding that if you're trying to force a life on somebody, then you don't love them. You don't love them.
Wow.
With 10 Commandments, man, please. Mm-hmm. There's no love there. I apologize. There's no love there.
I got you.
When Jesus came in the New Testament, that's what he taught. He taught love. Please.
Uh-oh. Preach, teach, teach, preach. We got some comments. Naima Latif thinks she's referring to the book that we saw with you and the family. She said, that's a great question all elders need to ask themselves. That where am I now? She's saying that's something that they need to ask. And then we have here, Higher Learning Network. What's up, Zelda? Says, thank you very much for stepping out on faith. You just prove there's no age limit on having adventures. Thanks for your courage. That's right. Jumping out of planes. Let it be known. Jumping out of planes. All right, let's go to Naima. Then says here, you were blessed with great parents, and that's beautiful, no doubt about it. You were blessed with great parents. So now you were let me say this, because I'm getting ready to go into a whole nother world, but we have to take a commercial break. But you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. More with Ernest Abdullah, laying it out. That's right. Hold on. Let's go to the commercial break.
Soulful Chicago Book Fairs are the most exciting black book fairs on the planet. Born in July of 2016, Soulful Chicago Book Fairs have both increased the literary marketplace for black writers and given lovers of black literature places to find books about the black experience the world over. The main summer book fair stretches 4 city blocks on 61st Street between Cottage Grove and King Drive. Each block is characterized by its own genre, donning the works of fiction authors, nonfiction authors, and children's authors. The day begins with a procession of elders atop a float, demonstrating the book fair's honoring of community elders. The entertainment of the Soulful Chicago Book Fair has been second to none. Audiences travel to its Grammy-level stage, which has featured musical artists such as Eric Roberson, King, and many of Chicago's multicultural talents. The book fair's community stage sits equidistant from either end and showcases puppet shows, open mic sessions, and author talks for festival goers to enjoy.
That bought homes or provide an economic foundation.
Aspiring authors have enjoyed the Soulful Chicago Book Fair's lineup of helpful workshops on publishing, writing for children, and legalities of the publishing industry and more. From its exhibitors to its entertainment, its workshops, to its overall power, Soulful Chicago Book Fairs will continue to breathe literary life and prosperity into the south side of Chicago for decades to come.
I love it. I just love it. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Thank you guys for tuning in to Gathering of the Griots. That's where you are right now on a Tuesday. Part of the Female Solution platform. Today we have an author extraordinaire, my man Ernest Abdullah. Let me bring him back. Ernest, check it out. We know you are this prolific author who's written about these life things. You're a musician also. What's your I want you to play a little something, then we're going to talk about where you got that musicality from. Play a little something for us.
Okay.
Hercules, 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 Hercules. Thank you so much. What a treat. Who has these skills? This is why I love this brother, because what he brings to the table, so much joy, so much creativity, the books, all of it. You know, I was going to put up a picture of your family while you were doing that. I was like, oh, we got, that's you, that's your daughter and her daughter, correct?
Correct.
Because we were
Yes.
talking a little bit about, you know, y'all have a great sense of family. Y'all always going and doing something together, always going and eating together. To me, it just is more of an example of like what you write about in life and experiences and influences. And you, how many children do you have?
3, 2 that I know that I've seen. Only one that really sticks with me.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
Two girls and one boy.
2 girls and 1 boy. And then I think there's some more. Well, this is your sister once again. That's my girl, Joy. What's up, Joy? And that's her son, right?
That's her son, right.
How many children does she have?
Wow. Now she has 2 boys and 3 boys and 2 girls.
Got you.
Yeah. One of them gone to the spirit world, the oldest one. But that's the second one you're looking at there now.
Got you. And I don't have all the kids, so Pearl, don't be mad. I ain't got you in here, everybody. You know, I ain't got all the kids in here. Sean, I love you too. You know, I know y'all. We'll do that on a Joy show, you know, but this your show today. So I just really, you know, it's important to, I think, show your makeup has family in it. Oh, we got a comment from Claudette. She said, "What a talented man you are. I appreciate you in my life." Ooh, look, that sounds like that cartoon that go, "Tell me more about my eyes." Claudette, my Aquarius sister, thank you so much for commenting and being here. So yes, indeed, we have you, family, important. And now I want to deal with this last book. This is a book y'all better get ready for. Y'all better get ready. I don't even know if this is last in the chronology of the books, but this book right here, the way this sound, you better get Mako. Things I love about my woman. Oh, Hercules. What's that book about?
I tell you, that book, I fell in love with this lady who was teaching me to be a salesman. And she was so, this lady had 3 master's degrees. I think 2 bachelor's and 3 master's degrees. And she was so, I call her my rock, because she was, you think I'm focused, and this lady was focused. You couldn't shake her. No matter what question you gave her, she had an answer for you. And I just fell in love with her. And then it was no romantic thing. It was just, I might have gave her a hug one time, you know, and greeting her, but it was no kissing and no none of that other stuff. It was just 2 souls meeting that I really got inspired by.
Nice.
And in fact, she's married now, and I still love her.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now, was that in Louisiana or Chicago?
That's Chicago.
Oh,
that's Chicago. Ahead. Yeah, that's Chicago. Yeah, and that's she inspired the book. I think Claudette wrote a what do you call it? The first part of the book. The forward. I think Claudette wrote the forward for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Claudette. So what do you anticipate a person would get from this book? What do you think a takeaway would be?
It's really geared toward the men, because men usually have problems saying things that a woman would appreciate. And if you like women, like most men do, you want to say things that make her happy, make her appreciate you more, make her give her understanding of her beauty. And if you ask me, all women are beautiful. Huh? You just gotta pick one, you know.
Y'all heard that? Don Juan has spoken. Y'all playing game. He talking about all women are beautiful. Y'all just gotta pick one. Boo, brothers, y'all just need to pick. And I think, it's so funny though. It actually is that easy. It is not a hard thing. And when I think of all of the sisters that are out here and, they might be single, whatever, and all the men, the figuring it out and the obtaining of the person to be in your life, I think it's easier than we're making it. We have a lot of, I know I got prerequisites now, right? And I think they're valid, but I feel like on the other side of that, if a dude knows me as a person, I'm very simple. You ask me what I want, I might say an ironing board, or it's like it's not a big complicated thing. I do want you to read some books and things like that. So, but like you said, this picking one and making a decision that you like the energy of this person to have, and I think it's also important. Like you said, still love the sister, love, your admiration. I'm a Scientologist for sure. You done tackled into the Scientology world. But one of the things that L. Ron Hubbard says about love, he talks about love being a compound emotion between actual admiration and sympathy. Now, what did he mean by that?
Wow.
Talking about, usually it's like, oh, my baby, or he said people do weird dances off of love, and they do weird, sometimes they kill over love and things like that. He said, but what the emotion really is that you want to liken yourself to is admiration off the cuff. It's similar to it's almost similar to what that quote said that your daughter had. Like because he said, when you love a person, usually you want to cage them, but when you admire them, you want to see them set free.
There you go.
And when I think of my relationships, and I think of, I can't say I was madly in love. Like people say madly in love with people. It's like madly, you crazy, you went crazy, madly in love. But this note of admiration, wow, what about the people that we can admire?
Hey.
And I think that's what that sounds like with the woman that you're mentioning. It's the admiration of her that really takes it to the next level and keeps it there. You don't have to usually when people fall in love with people, they got to get over it. They got to get over loving them. What? Like it's almost a bad thing. But if you admire them, even after the relationship, they on a pedestal for you giving thanks for who they are,
right.
and what they're about. So I love that. Now let me ask, you have been so instrumental with the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. And this is just in addition to the greatness that is Ernest in our lives, but you have shown yourself in a lot of different Soulful Chicago Book Fair spaces. Now, I don't know if y'all know what a metaverse is, but let me show y'all something. Ernest was in the metaverse with us, and he did a book discussion in the metaverse for Playing the Game of Life, right? That book. And what did that mean? First of all, if you don't know what a metaverse is, it is a simulated society in the computer that allows you to move around, jump around, and do. Ernest, let me show y'all Ernest in the metaverse. What we talking about? Look, this is Ernest's book discussion in the metaverse. He up there with that yellow one. We both got on yellow. We again color coded. Look at that. This is Ernest right here in the front of the room having a discussion. That's when you see that little call out symbol above his head. He was talking. Ernest, what was it like being in the metaverse for you?
Wow. You're talking about a step up from reality. Yes. The people I met in the metaverse, I was say all over the country, they were international people. And my experience with them, and I met some of them later in reality, they were like me. They were full of energy. They were full of love. They're full of understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and they appreciated doing for others. Nothing like it. Nothing
Wow.
like it.
Wow. It was an experience. And let me tell y'all, Ernest would come in there and Ernest would be having on all kind of outfits. Sometime Ernest came in the metaverse. He had locks. You see right here, he look right here. He made his little, a gray bed and all that and do. Sometimes he had locks. Sometimes he didn't. Sometimes he looked like Billy D. Williams. It just varied. Sometimes, look, it was nothing for Ernest to be in the metaverse, jumping and doing backflips in the metaverse. And I'll never forget one of the things you said. You said that you love the metaverse because you can do things in the metaverse that you couldn't do in real life.
Yeah, you're right.
And,
Yeah,
and I
you're
think
right.
that was the bomb. And I think it was just a testament to your dopeness to not have fear to be in the metaverse. Like, you didn't even have a computer, right?
I had to go buy one.
He had to go buy a computer, y'all, to get in the metaverse, and did, right? So there was no boundary, there was no barrier to you experiencing that. And the thing that, like he said, he got to meet people from other countries, and then you were able to sell your book from the metaverse as well. The reason I created it was because the pandemic was on and we were on lockdown. We couldn't be out at the book fair. And so I made the metaverse environment so that we could sell our books,
Yes.
and not have to be sort of restricted from the festivities of the book fair. So you met people like Taquana Maru, who's from Japan.
Yes.
I know you connected with, I don't know if you connected with my girl. Oh man, what's the name? I'm going blank, but you had some people that definitely helped you along the way just to learn the platform. And because when y'all come in the metaverse, you got to learn how to walk. You got to learn how to do all the kind of stuff and all those things. So I'm just really happy that you made that advance. And then in general, your support at the book fair, you could kind of see the love. This right here, this picture right here, this is the book fair that we just had. You and my minion, Tony Mano, giving that love. It was good to see a young brother notice who you were, give you that love. He was one of my volunteers at the book fair there. Also, you downtown. This is downtown Chicago, and this is at the Cultural Center. They have a display for us, the Soulful Book Fair Foundation. So this was like the opening event, and the fact that you came down, I didn't even really know you was coming down. I was like, and you were just there to support the Soulful Book Fair Foundation at the exhibit and all of that. Why have you placed yourself in our universe, in the Soulful Chicago Book Fair universe?
I've always been different and it invites me to participate in a reality that I think should be all over the world. The people are compassionate, they're loving, they're kind. And if you don't want to be around people like that, please. No, I love the authors I've met, the writers I've met, and they always show me love. They always show me great love. They always want to. In fact, many of them bought my books, and I bought some of theirs. I haven't read some of them yet, but I'm gonna get to it.
Cool.
Because I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't appreciate the title or the suggested content.
Sure, definitely. What was your feedback about your experience at this last book fair this summer?
I met people that I hadn't seen in years. Rodney Gibson, musician, And we had, we talked for hours because I hadn't seen him. And then I met a little, oh yes, it was a little girl. I'm sure she wasn't 20 years old. And she came to my booth, and she told me to explain to her what my theme was. And I talked to her. I told her, I said, it's if you really appreciate somebody, you're not trying to control. And she lit up. She said, that's what my parents trying to do me. And she said, I ran away.
Wow.
And she gave me her phone number, email, and I haven't called her anything, but she lit me up because she appreciated, what was going on at my booth.
Right. See, my thing is you never know. That's why you gotta make a move with your work. You don't know how it's gonna influence people. Your job is to put it out. What happens after that, you can play a role in that, but you're not in total control of that. You just in control of the message that you had to get out, and then the people come. What's that? There's a film that says that, I forgot the name of it, but it's like you have to basically put it there, and they will come. And so I love that you had that experience, because what if you didn't do it? What if you didn't? It would be that one less problem solved. L. Ron Hubbard also says, if you see a problem, look at what you didn't do and know why it's a problem.
Okay.
Come on now, fill the void, right? And your support is just so important to me. Even this right here, let me show you how long he's been supporting. He even supported my daughter. Look, my daughter just turned 22. She probably about 12 in this picture right here, something like that. But because we moved here when she was, I think, 11. But your support of even her work, and to me, just exemplifies more a little bit more of what we've been saying. Your support of family, your support of these concepts around love and all of that. What's your overarching goal? What do you want for people who follow what your books are?
Whoa. Well, that's a where I am thing. If you followed my books from the beginning, you would see my rise. You would see my rise in consciousness and my rise in appreciation. And if you could follow that, in fact, you don't have to go to the first books, the last one. If you go to where I was then and see me now, you would have a great appreciation for life. The earth, I read an article, I do a lot of reading, 1912, the Army had a computer that predicted the future. And it predicted the future, and one time it got stuck. It got to 1912 and it couldn't go any further.
Okay.
So they called this expert in, and he finagled, he did everything he could, and he found out, he said, this thing is predicting the end of your world. Not our world, but the world of that warlike mentality. And I tell you, ever since then, I've seen a change come about in the world, the rise of consciousness in the people. And I go on, I'm a TikTok fan. I think that's the way you say it, TikTok. I'm a TikTok fan.
Better than me, I ain't even there yet.
I got a family on TikTok, that keeps me high, keeps me open, keeps me elevating.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yo, you guys, this picture right here, and then I'm gonna have Ernest close out with some music for us. Ernest has even been, talk about support, he's even been a sponsor for the book fair. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you see his book on our stage banner, no doubt about it, just being one of our supporters of the book fair. Without you, you be coming at the best times, just making it go right. So as a word, instead of words of wisdom per se, because you've been doing that for the whole show, we got about 2 minutes left. But in that 2 minutes, can you give us another musical selection, and so that we can close on?
Okay.
He got a bunch of original stuff up his sleeve, everything, y'all. Give it to us.
You know I'm from New Orleans, right? Huh?
Thank you so much, Ernest, for being here today on Gathering of the Griots. It's been a wonderful show. You've contributed such great things to the planet. They can find any of your books on Amazon. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Y'all put in Ernest Abdullah in Amazon, and then you'll have it. Thank y'all for being with us. We've had a great show. Until next Tuesday, you got it. Until next Tuesday, love y'all, and see y'all then. We're going to take it on out with whatever. You know what we're going to do, the female solution.
Peace.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, Dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.